Hello and welcome. Today we'll be creating the attack state for the player, and I think this state I'll be making separate videos because I've made some notes here about what we need to do, because now we will need to create the weapon systems, and it will involve the health and damage and a bunch of other things. And I think it will be better to separate the videos. So for this first part, I'll be creating the state, heading on the state machine, creating the animation, and maybe spawning one weapon. I don't know. So let's start by just creating the animation here. Um, I will create here on the entities player animations, uh, attack player, stand attack. Um, I will add here the what was the properties? The sprite resolver, uh, attack. Okay, sprite. I think there was a way. Maybe I can just copy, enable. Oh, I need to add all of these. Uh, wait, there's there's already one animation here I've made on I think on the first episode. So let me just delete here the animation that I've made. Standing idle, standing attack. Alright, let's just remove this. There's a problem with this animation. Uh, because it's not correctly on the ground. Like this. Let me fix the sprite here. There's two sprites of attack. Alright. Let me try to just adjust the height and see if it works. Oh, it's not gonna play. Uh, let's live. Play the animation. Standing attack. Alright, now that looks good. Alright, so now that the animation is working, we can just create the new player attack state. And let me just hit here. This will be a solid class. Uh, and let me just open the assembly C sharp entities player state machine. I'll just copy some common states here. State base, the same namespace. Alright, and remove this and add the implement the abstract class. Alright. So now that we had the attack state, we first need the animator, the player animator. We also need the get component. This we'll be using the animator hash. Let's add this here. Player stand. Actually, I think since this state can attack, crouch it, and also standing, I think I'll just use an an animated trigger. So once we like enter the state, I will just call the set trigger and we need an ID. Alright. Player attack parent trigger ID attack. Just add here. Alright. So once we enter the state, we'll be just adding actually triggering the attack ID. Alright, so I think for now it's good because now we can just create the states, player attack state. Let's just add here on the maybe on the idle just to test it. What happens if I hit play? Nothing because I actually need to create the trigger. So let's create the trigger, attack, and where's the, for now I'll be using the end state, but we'll be actually creating the transitions here. So I'll just create a new transition to the standing attack with the trigger, can transition itself as false, the trigger of attack. All right, let's try again. All right, it worked. So I'll just remove the interplay mode, add. All right, you can see that it's working. And now what we need to do is basically, where's the crouch animation? The crouch at idle animation. So we have the crouch at attack. So let's just put here. We have the, let me just remove this transition, put this back here. And if we get to the crouch idle animation, we'll be transitioning to the idle attack with the attack trigger. Remove this. It will not have exit time. And let me see. We'll be also using the standing idle. Actually, I think if we just keep like this, because if we do like a transition for every state, we'll be creating various nodes here, and I think that's not cool. So let's just create another parameter here. A bool is crouched that we will set on the crouch state. Now, if we can transit to the crouched attack to the standing attack, both will have the attack trigger. Remove this, and this one actually needs to remove, add the attack trigger, but this one will just go to the crouched attack animation if is crouched is true. This one will be is crouched false. All right. Let me just remove this. All right. Let's just put it here. Now it's better because we don't need to create transitions for every state that we need. We can use this any state. And let me see. All right, this is working. So let's go to the crouch state. I'll be basically doing the same thing here. Let's add here player crouch bottom trigger boo ID actually is crouch it, and we can use the player animator. Once we enter the state, we can use set boo uh, player crouch param boo and true. And once we exit the state, we'll no longer be crouched, so we can just set false. All right. And let me see. I think this will work for the animations. Uh, so now we need to create the transition. So let's create here the player. Player is attacking. It will basically be the same thing like ground, for example. We can just use the transition condition. Uh, use the same thing here. I think I'll not be using the array. I can remove this. All right. And let me see. Select will be using actually the input. So we need to use something like jump. Input action, input definition, and for this one will be player attack action, and you can use the both setup and can transit methods. It will basically be the same thing, just instead of was pressed this frame, uh, is pressed was pressed this frame. Yeah, it's was pressed this frame. You check if this button was actually down this frame. And here we can create another input definition. This one will be for, I'll move this floats here and create another one for the attack input. All right. Now I can just create the new attack definition and just pass to the input actions. Where's the scripts inputs input action? Not here. Here. All right. I can just create a new one. Attack. I'll be using I think the left mouse button, left button. Save. And later on, I think I will add the gamepad inputs here, but for now, I'm just using mouse. Um, let's add the new input definition using the player input actions attack. And here on is attacking, I can use the attack input. All right, so this should work. I think we can just create the transition now. We actually need to remove this. Is attacking. Okay. Now we can create transitions. Player is attacking, and here on the state machine, um, I will create this one will be the idle state, and for the idle, there will be a transition to the attack state. if the player is attacking. We don't need to be on the ground for that. Okay, remove this, and I will add another state here, the attack. For the idle, if now we need to create the transition back to the other transitions, to the other states after we finish the attack. So I think I'll just create one, call it player finish it attack. Uh, yeah, I think that's good. For this one, I'll be using the transition. What we're gonna do here is basically uh, let's add a comment here, get the current attack animation and check the length uh, and transit to another state after finishes the animation. That's what we're gonna do here. So what we need to do is get the animator. Let me get the player animator. Um, add the setup transition. Override setup condition. What I can do here is just get the entity component, get entity component animator. And what we can do here is get animation state info on the layer 0 because that's the only layer that we have. And I think it's the normalized time, and we can use as greater or equals to 1. Return. All right, so if we're checking this transition, that means that we are on the attack state. So it doesn't matter what attack animation is, if it's crouched or standing. You just get the current one and check if it's finished, and return after we finish the animation. So this should work. Let's add this transition here. Right here, actually. Finish it attack. And yeah, let's see if it's working. Uh, let's create the player transitions, finish it attack, and add here on the player attack state. It will transit to the idle if we finish it the attack. Finish it attack. All right. Let's see if it's working. All right, it's working. I just think this animation is very slow. Standing attack. All right, I think I just set to 10 frames. Maybe I'll just speed up here. Let's see. No. Alright, I actually need to see how it works on the original game. But I think it's something similar to this. Alright. And let's see. It's not working here because we actually need to add a transition. And let's go to the states and to the crowd state. We'll add another transition to the attack if it's attacking. Um, this one is not working. Let's see why. Um, yeah, what's happening here is because since we're leaving the state, we actually stand to the crouch. I think we need to find another way to fix that, but for now, let's just skip like that. Add here on the jump to also attack. Let's see. Alright, I don't know what. Wait. Okay, I forgot to add here the attack state. Um, alright, there's a couple of things that we need to fix. Like, since we're entering the idle state, it's stopping the player, and since we were jumping, that is not fixing. But it's okay because that's basically what we want for the animations and the attack state. Now we just need to fix these transitions. Alright. But I think that's good for this episode. Like I said, I will just split these parts on the animation system, on the attack system, and I think for now it's good. On the next episode, I think we will fix this attack animation, these transitions, and we will see what we're gonna do next. All right. So yeah, that's it for this video, and on the next part we'll be continuing this attack system, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.